Hi and welcome to a new video in my series to start a new business only using an iPad Pro. In the last video we have kind of watched how Apple is suggesting to build a new business just using an iPad, and we already brainstormed a little bit and figured out that we'd like to create some t-shirts. And I actually reduced that thought to actually just one t-shirt to see how things are going in this video. And we indeed do some graphics for our t-shirt in this video. I've already chosen a cool text that we can print on it. So let me quickly show you what I have in mind. So here's just a quick sketch of the shirt that we're going to create, and I'd like to print on it learn, code, commit, and repeat, adding some nice colors in the background that reflect my logo colors, this blue and purplish color, and right below we're just going to add my logo. Now, something quite stupid happened. I actually lost the original recording from my iPad where I created the whole design in Affinity Designer. So this means I'm going to show you only a recording of me doing it again, and I'm going to comment on it. So when you remember the last episode, then you might also remember that we chose the unisex t-shirt, and I kind of like the dark version, and I grabbed now a screenshot of this t-shirt just to have a reference, and I can just hold my finger on that. That's actually pretty cool on iPad, and I've created a new document in Affinity Designer which is rather large so that we have a good resolution. I also chose 300 dpi because I wasn't sure if 72 was enough for printing a shirt. So here I'm now just scaling this up to fit my document a little bit better, and working with Affinity Designer is really cool. It's clearly a pro-level tool, and working on it on iPad is really easy. Also, if you're coming from Photoshop or Illustrator, you really get the hang of it really quickly. But what's missing in iOS is that you sometimes need fonts. For example, my logo font, which is Ubuntu, and I actually grabbed that and downloaded it and put it in a tool called AnyFont, which allows me to install it this font on iOS. So this is what I did with AnyFont, and here I'm now just grabbing my logo, which also uses Ubuntu, and this is just for color reference here, and later we're going to scale it down and put it in the correct position. But now I'm starting with a text which we can set now to Ubuntu Mono, the font that I installed, and with that, this is really cool to have the possibility to actually install any font you like. So AnyFont, clearly a tool that is very useful. And from now on, I'm actually just setting the colors and giving it a background, giving the text some background, just as I've outlined in our note earlier. So just using the text, just adding a rectangle right beneath it, and positioning it correctly, and giving it the correct color, all works really seamlessly in Affinity Designer. We have a color picker just as you'd expect it. And now I'm just going to fast forward a little bit because seeing me doing the same things all over again is kind of boring. So I'm just actually making sure that everything has the correct size and is aligned correctly. And you, of course, get the correct alignment tools in the Alignment Studio of Affinity Designer. So really great tool. But to be honest, of course, you need a little bit of practice with it. I did this the second time, so it's clearly going a lot faster than the first time I did the exact same thing. But still, the challenge of just using iPad to do everything is cool because you learn a lot. And what I do now here is just actually removing the background reference, because it was just to have a reference for the size and how it's going to look. And now I'm just scaling everything up. Since we're working with vectors here, it's no problem at all. Exporting the whole thing as a PNG file so that we can then upload it to Teespring, where we're going to actually finalize the design. So this was actually quite simple. So I have chosen the color that I'm supporting, then uploading our PNG file, and that actually was already it. So I was really surprised on how easy it is to actually create a t-shirt with Teespring in that case. And here we have our shop page. So this is the shirt that you are able to buy right now, and all of that is done on an iPad. So I am pretty surprised, but clearly there is a lot more to creating a business than just putting it out on a shop page. So knowing that and moving forward, let's look again at our brainstorming session here in Notability, and what have we done already? So let's just quickly check. We have chosen the text, indeed. We've created our graphics. And this is our graphic for our t-shirt, and we have produced, or we have actually created the t-shirt on Teespring. And what I actually found on their website was also a promo playbook for creators with some useful tips and tricks that I can use. And just so you know, I do not get any money from Teespring or any of the apps that I'm showcasing here. This is just what I'm figuring out as I'm moving along. So creating a store would be a good idea. They do have kind of a boosted network for the products. I could promote these things on social media, but honestly, I'm not really that active on social media besides YouTube. I don't even have Instagram. So I'm going to promote it here on YouTube, doing it right now, actually talking with you about all of that. I could promote on Facebook. Don't use Facebook. I'm also not that active on Twitter, but maybe promoting on Instagram. I don't use Instagram. I can message the buyers. That is something that I can do. I can launch a promotion. So maybe this is something that I should do right now. For all of you joining me here, you're totally free to take selfies with the products that you might want to buy. You can monitor my analytics, and here we have, oh, that's cool, kind of a checklist. So let's maybe take a just quick screenshot of this checklist and put that to our brainstorming session, maybe right here, and see what we can do with the things they're suggesting. So let's quickly see. So what I definitely think I should do is creating a store. So this is something, again, what we're going to do in the next video, maybe. I'm actually already launching the products right now. Enabling the YouTube merch shelf is something that I've already done, actually, but it takes some time for review. So that everything is done according to the YouTube guidelines. I'm going to order a sample for me. Maybe don't schedule any social media posts. I have to think about this Boost network and learn a little bit more about that. Promote on social media. This is also something we're doing maybe in this video already, don't know. And I'm going to thank my buyers, of course, and I'm going to monitor my analytics, and I see this is the messaging tool. Maybe I'm going to do this too. And if you want, so this is something that I'm considering as marked. If you have a social media account, Instagram or wherever, then be free to post a selfie with a shirt that you're buying on. So that's cool. So what I'm going to do in the next video is going to be to create a store, maybe. Or actually, this is something that I'm definitely going to do. Maybe I'm going to do that on my own website, don't know yet. The YouTube merch shelf is going to be enabled. So as for the promotion, let's head over to Teespring, and as you can see, I can create these promotions right here. I have a promo code called it Made on iPad with an amount of 25% that's going to expire at the end of May. So I'm going to post a promo code in the video description below so that if you want, you can already buy the shirt that we've created right now. I kind of think this is kind of cool. Let me know if you'd like to see any other products besides from what we have done in this video with our t-shirt. I definitely thank you so much for accompanying me through this process and for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one that is, again, going to be a tutorial. So, thank you and bye.